Hi there, guys. My name is Morty, and welcome back to Mildly Awful Gaming. Now, I want to talk today about something that's been happening to me a fair amount over the last few days, the last couple of weeks in playing games, and that's griefers and tilters in competitive. So I play obviously at a low silver, high bronze level. Granted, not the greatest. I'm not a master. I'm not a gold class. I'm not a diamond. I'm not a platinum. I'm none of these things. At best, I'm a mediocre player. I'm in the 90th percentile or whatever it is, and I'm not great. But at the same time, it does also affect me greatly when people decide or when people go into a game and they just get angry for no reason. No reason whatsoever. Go on defense, you've got a Symmetra, you've got a Torbjorn, you've got another healer, you've got one, maybe two tanks, and a Mei or another DPS. Say someone picks a Hanzo. Now, I've complained about this before, people picking the wrong character for the wrong map. And that's not to say that this isn't happening, but a Hanzo or a sniper character on, for instance, Hanamura is actually a fairly good choice because you can get into positions where you're hard to be hit from, but you get good sight lines and you can pick off characters well. And if you're a good Hanzo or Widowmaker or other sniper character, you can perform your role quite well and fairly safely and fairly accurately, and you won't die very much. And it's it's a solid choice. But people immediately see a Hanzo. They see a Hanzo, they see a Widowmaker, they see Torbjorn, and immediately they just get tilted straight away. They don't even wait to see what this player is like, or they don't even wait to see, like, they don't even check career profiles and be like, oh, this guy's clocked 30 hours on this particular character. Maybe he knows how to play it. Or she, sorry. But the point still stands is that people will see these characters and see these players who insta lock onto this character that they don't like. And that is something that needs to stop inside of the competitive community. It's in its first couple of seasons, Overwatch's competitive play was something very much like it was something new because the salt was very low. Um, the anger was nearly non-existent. People got along, they communicated, and they competed, and it just worked, and it was fantastic. I loved it. I still love it, but it's slowly but surely. I'm not sure if it's because more players are coming in from other games, or people are just getting more stressed, or I'm just playing in a different level from what I did from the last two seasons. Because last season I was in the golds, and the season before I was around the 50 to 60 mark. So I'm slightly lower this season than perhaps I was the last two. So I'm maybe seeing a different example point. But people are just insta tilting, and it's disappointing, and it's really disheartening, and it's really difficult to play with because you're trying to work with your team and you'd be like, communicate, or you're talking and you're like, all right, I'm going in as Reinhardt, I'm hammering down, or I've got my ult up on Pharah, or whatever you're doing, and the other team, your own team, just ignoring all advice and they're just running in because they just want it to be over as soon as possible, or they feel the rest of my teammates don't know what the hell they're doing, so I'm gonna go in and lone wolf, and they just insta die because they get crushed underneath the weight of six people versus their one, and it's not the way to play the game. So it's it's difficult to put into words exactly how upsetting and depressing this particular behavior can be, because it's reflective of the entire player base. Maybe. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not actually entirely sure where I'm even going with this particular rant. All I'm aware of is that the level of salt and the level of just pure vitriol from other players amongst the greater community is really hard to see, and it's even harder to play with. So I go into a game and I'm in a good mood, and maybe a couple of the other people are in a good mood, but there's one guy on the team that's been going on a losing streak, and he's just like, I need to break my losing streak. And that's the wrong attitude to go into a game with. You need to go into the game thinking, all right, let's win, let's work together, let's participate in this match together to overcome the other team. Not I need to beat my losing streak on it. I need to break my losing streak. It's not it's a team game. There's 5 other people on your team, and you need to work with those 5 other people in order to achieve your goals. So if your goal is to break your losing streak, don't think I need to break my losing streak. It's I need to work with these guys to break my losing streak. Do you see where I'm coming from? It's not a difficult concept to grasp, but for a lot of people, it does seem to be. And that particular idea that I need to do this by myself and only I can do this and the rest of my team are garbage and things like that, that particular idea, that feeling, that emotion is toxic, and it's not going to help yourself or your team to win at the end of the day. And the other team will capitalize on that. They'll see that this person's just running in all the time and they're like, awesome, easy picks. They're filtering in one by one. Nothing's going to happen until you get together with your team and you work together as a team, and then you can succeed. It doesn't always work, I'll grant that. I go in as full 5 to 6 stacks sometimes, and we've got great communication, we've worked well together in the past, we're working well together that day, we go on a winning streak, and then we'll lose 1 or 2 games because the other team just performs better. They're great fun, don't get me wrong, I don't mind losing or winning. It's always going to be more fun to win, but at the same time, if you're in a good team and you're facing an excellent team on the other side and it's a back and forth and you go 2-2 on a control point and it comes down to the 5th round and it's super hard and you're both at 99% and you just whoever pushes off the point first wins. Those are the best games, and those games come from when your team communicates properly. If you don't, more often than not, you're going to find yourself steamrolled. So, moral of the story, and I'm going to stop ranting soon, communicate, work with your team, be in team chat, use voice comms. If you don't have a microphone, get one. They're super cheap. They come with most headsets these days. It will improve your game experience to work with the team. Even if you're solo queuing, it improves the game experience 100-fold. So that's my advice. Don't tilt. Speak with your team instead. Be kind. Be polite. Don't aggro over the mic. If you get angry at something, just play the game out. Walk away from your computer for 10 minutes. Go get a drink. Go get coffee. Go get something to eat. Have a shower. Whatever you need to do to calm down. Just don't take it out on your team, because that's not the road to victory. The road to victory is communication, teamwork, and peace of mind. You need to be calm. Anyway, that's pretty much all that I need to rant on. I'm pretty sure I went on a couple of tangents that I never finished, but I'll leave that with you guys. If you have any ideas or you've got your own stories, please leave those in the comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time.